Good evening, teacher.
How are you today?
I am pretty good.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
To begin, tell me something about yourself.
Well, my full name is Nguyễn Thị Xuân Nghĩa, but you can call me Hannah for short. I am a student in senior high school, Bắc High School for the Gifted, and I consider myself a New Year baby. And this year I am 16 years old. 16 years old. I live with my family in a tranquil village in Yên Phong, Bắc Ninh, and I am a dark hand at sketching, which is also one of my favorite pastime activities. And as for my personal traits, I see myself as a cheerful and imaginative teenage girl.
So let's talk about maps, okay, Hannah? Do you think it's better to use a paper map or a map on your phone? Why?
Well, from my perspective, I prefer using a map in the phone, since it is fully available. Personally, I always usually bring my phone along with me, and it's also fully informative. Yes.
When was the last time you used a map? And
Well,
why?
as far as I remember, the last time I used a map was when I look up the road to a nearby department store from my school, and it was last month.
Okay. So, if you visit a new city, do you usually use a map to find the location you want to go?
Of course, yes. I usually use a map when I first visit a city that I have never been to before. I think it's a common sense, right? Since you have never known about this city before, and you need to use a map, or maybe you can ask for the citizen right there.
There. Okay. So, in general, do you find it is easy to use a map or not?
Generally, I think that as for the paper map, the traditional map, I never used this before, so I am inexperienced in using that. But as for the digital map, it is really it is really easy, since it is informed with many features, like it's listing out the time, the most suitable vehicle, and the route to go to your desired destination.
Okay. Now, that is the end of part 1. Let's proceed to part 2. In part 2, I'm going to give you a cue card containing this. You have to describe a location when you had to do something in a hurry. What you had to do, why you had to do this in a hurry, how well you did this, and explain how you felt about having to do this in a hurry. You have some time to prepare and tell me if you're ready.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Alright, you may begin.
Well, one hectic occasion come to my mind is when I need to complete the article report for a English as a second language teacher of mine in high school, which was due in 2 hours, and I needed to stay up late, and since I forgot to do it, since I forgot to do the project, in a rush, I had to find my desired piece of news, and then I need to get the vocabularies, the useful phrases, and also make a short report about the article. And of course, the pressure was really intense, and I find it really stressful and challenging to complete the project in such short amount of time. And after completing the project, I found the result was really did not really live up to my expectation. But I received a sense of achievement and also a sense of relief.
Okay, thank you. Now that is the end of part 2. Now let's go to part 3. Let's talk about managing study time because you're a student, right? Okay, is it better to study for long periods or in shorter blocks of time?
Well, from my perspective, I prefer study long periods of time, as I found paying full concentration to the learning, and then and I found paying full concentration to the learning, and then finally take a recess as long as possible is really effective to my studying.
Okay. What are the likely effects of students not managing their study time well?
Well, poor time management in study may have adverse effects on students. Namely, they may decline in their academic performance, as well as they may get a lot of pressure and stress, and also their work may have low quality.
Okay. How important is it for students like you to have enough leisure time?
Well, in my opinion, pastime really holds a vital position in students' life. If students don't receive sufficient leisure time, they may become less sociable, since they concentrate all of their time in studying. But in contrast, if students have sufficient leisure time, they may be more sociable, and doing outdoor activities as a pastime activities can provide them with certain soft skills. Yes.
Okay. How important? Okay,
Yes.
that is the end of our speaking test. Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you.
Okay.